Well, get ready to smile from ear to ear because Shucked the Musical is coming to Wharton Center in less than 3 weeks. Can you believe it?
No, I'm so excited though.
Well, this musical is truly the cream of the crop, from the songs, the dance numbers, and of course, all of those corny jokes.
Yes, there's so many of them, but beyond that, there are actors and characters that really make the show so special. And joining us right now to go behind the curtain is Miki Abraham. So welcome into Studio 10.
Thank you. I'm so happy to be here.
Well, Miki, we are truly so happy to have you here. So we wanted to start off by really getting into the roots of the characters that we're going to see on the stage. So you play the fabulous role of Lulu. Tell us, what do you love about her?
Oh gosh, I love Lulu so much. People ask me what my dream role to play is, and I'm like, I'm literally playing it. Like, I am playing the role. She is the, she works at the whiskey distillery in our town of Cobb County, which is where all of this takes place. She is the cousin of our hero that sets out to save the corn. But when I think about Lulu, I'm like, she is the rock of the community. Like, she knows everything about everything. Like, she knows everybody's business. And we, the director and I have talked about how everybody says, nobody leaves Cobb County, but there's something that's a little bit different about Lulu. And it's like, if anyone has left, it's Lulu. Like, if anyone has left, it's definitely Lulu. Whether she was getting a patent for her business. So there's definitely something that's a little bit different about her within the community of Cobb County. But she reminds me of every matriarch in my life. I mean, I was born and raised in Kentucky. The Southern country woman of it all is living in Lulu, in me. So it's one of my favorite roles. My husband says that I was born to play this role.
Oh, and we really can see that on stage. That is for sure. And you really do know this role like the back of your hand, because you've been with this musical since its roots. So how have you been able to really make Lulu your own?
So I have been with this production of Shucked for almost 3 years now. So I was a part of it in the pre-Broadway run in Salt Lake City, Utah, and I understudied Lulu. And then on Broadway, I also understudied Lulu, and I went on 57 times on Broadway as this role. And so it was something that at first it was really daunting. The first time that I went on was actually 2 days after we opened, and I had no rehearsal, and no one had ever heard me sing the song Independently Owned, ever. I had been watching, making notes, learning my lines. So, as an understudy does, I was ready to go. And Jason Howland, our orchestrator, we locked ourselves in a room right before the show. And he was like, okay, we're going to go through this. And he was like, I know that you're stressed about singing this song, the song that everybody knows, Independently Owned. He was like, but we're going to make it your song, which I thought was really, really lovely and abnormal for a lot of creative teams. A lot of creative teams are like, well, you're the understudy, do exactly what the person who plays it every night does. I got to kind of craft my version of this character on Broadway a little bit, but it really, really took off when I got to play it just full time on my own with this tour. It's my first lead role that I've ever gotten to do every single night.
Well, you clearly, absolutely deserve this leading role. But of course, Lulu is actually just one of the many characters that we will see on the stage. So tell us, how does everyone's dynamic kind of come together to make this truly a heartwarming musical?
One of the things that I love the most is that all of the ensemble members have these really lovely names that people don't even know. So one of the girls' names in the ensemble is Cricket. That character, we have a character named Cricket. We have a character named Rowdy and Rooster. But I just think what is so cool is that the ensemble is just full of all of these quirky characters. I think that it's easy to look at a show and be like, oh, the leads are Lulu and Maisie, Gordy, Bo, Peanut, the storytellers. But then if you look into the ensemble, this show is full of, not just because of the way the show was written, but also the way it was cast. Everybody in the ensemble, everybody is a star. Anybody could play a lead at any moment. And I think that's what makes our show so special. It's an incredible, it really does feel like family. We love each other so much. And to get to do the show every night, it's genuinely fun. Even when you're tired and you're like, I don't know if I want to do this. It's so fun.
It really is a strong cast and a strong show. So Miki, thankfully, is going to be sticking around with us, because when we come back, we are talking all about those songs and those dance numbers that you should start singing even before it comes to Wharton Center later this month. So stay with us.